Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. It is Friday, so you know that means a downtown hunt is going to be going on here very shortly. I'm in my classroom getting things all set up. Also going to work Bruce Springsteen again tonight, so I am looking forward to that also. And let's see if we get anything on here. Going live, so a little bit unsure of some of the things here, folks. I don't know. All right, there we go. I think we're okay. Matty Ice is actually in there. There you go. Thank you for coming to the live version here of the show. Very awesome. I thought no one would show up, and that would have been fine as well. But we're going downtown hunting before I head off to go to the Bruce Springsteen concert. And next week, Monday's another setup day. Tuesday and Wednesday are classroom, our like teacher meetings, stuff like that. And then the kids are in Thursday. So I think Wednesday will be our first official class will be in session. Chuck Dupree, Sports Card, welcome in, going downtown hunting. And we'll start the number of the day on Wednesday with 0. I've never started a lesson with 0 before, but I said I had to do it knowing that Marcus Stroman's going to be the first number of the day here. All right, David Montgomery, George Kittle, got a pink right there, Josh Pascal, and this lineman. We love our linemen when we get them. We're also looking for that downtown, of course. Got a couple schedules to go over here as well shortly. Going to go over the Cowboys, which the Rock of Woodridge did last week. And then I think at the Patriots and the, what do we got here? My House, Desmond Ridder. I have a lot of Desmond Ridder cards. Got a nice patch of his from last year. Carson Strong. And also the Washington schedule. 505 memorabilia. How you doing, man? I saw some of those monster boxes for Topps in Meijer the other day. I almost bought them, but my wife was with me, so I had to make sure I didn't buy any cards. Najee Harris, Aaron Jones on the silver. Expecting big things out of Aaron Jones. We're going to need it, him and Corey Dillon. All right, come on now. We got Chris Olave on the rookies. Trayvon Walker. And Jeremy Ruckert. It's got an alert on my phone here for the Ring doorbell. Someone is there. We just installed it yesterday, and guess who? I know not everyone likes the Packers, but you know what? I grew up on the south side of Chicago with Cubs fans. With Sox fans and Bear fans, and I was a Cub and Packer fan. It was a rough childhood, but I made it in the mean streets of the south side of Chicago. So we just got a Ring doorbell. The Rock of Woodridge. He set it up for me again. Jack of all trades. You know, these cards come to the front door. I got to make sure I know who's going to be there. Ty Chandler on our pink. Another build. All right, last chance for a downtown. I'm not going to say the summer was wasted without a downtown, but definitely a little bit sad without the downtown. I made it. I mean, being one of the taller kids, bigger kids made it a little bit easier, but still, like, I had some really good friends. Very, very understanding. All right, Gabriel Davis, Corey Davis, his niece was in our classroom last year. Brandon Ayuk, Drake London, no downtown, still 0 for the downtowns, but what are you going to do? All right, Dallas Cowboys. So if you're in the chat still, go ahead and shout out what you think their record is going to be, but Vegas has them over 9.5 is -170. I've got losses to the Giants. They're going to beat the Jets. They're going to beat Arizona, beat New England. They're going to lose at San Francisco and at the Chargers. They got their bye. They'll beat the Rams coming out of the bye. They're going to lose to Philly, beat the Giants, lose to Carolina. They're going to beat Washington and Seattle, then losses to Philly and Buffalo. They're going to beat Miami, lose against Detroit, and beat Washington for 9-8. Matty Ice, good work. I said 9-8 as well. And The Rock, he did his predictions last week. I thought he was going to run the table. I was going to have to just stop the recording right there and say, you're done. But he was honest with this. I think he had 11 wins maybe, but he is a Cowboy fan. But yeah, 9-8. All right, next schedule is New England, and 6.5 wins is -140. Bill Belichick, -140. Let me know, what do you think for New England? I've got a loss against Philly. They're going to beat Miami. They're going to lose against the Jets and Dallas. They're going to beat New Orleans and Vegas, lose against Buffalo and Miami, beat Washington, beat Indy. 9. I love the tie in there. 8, 8-1. I love that. I got them at 8 and 9, but I love tossing in the tie. That's a pro move right there. Love that. All right, last schedule. The Washington football team, the Washington Commanders. Over 5.5 is -170. Oof. All right, here we go. They're going to beat Arizona, and then it is a loss at Denver, loss against Buffalo, and I feel like they're going to win a miracle game, and they're going to beat Philadelphia. They're going to beat Philly, and it's a long stretch of losses here, folks. They're going to have a loss against Chicago, Atlanta, the Giants, Philly, New England, Seattle, the Giants, and Dallas. They're finally going to beat Miami before their bye. And after the bye, it's losses against the Rams, the Jets, San Francisco, and Dallas for a 3-14 record. Not going to be good for Washington. Not going to be good. But I feel like they're one of those teams where, Tyler Heineke will come out for a game or two and they're going to beat some team by a miracle and get 4 wins maybe. But I don't see 6 out of that schedule there. Man, I'm honored that people actually showed up to do this. I was doing it for the luck to get it downtown. That didn't work, but I feel like people like coming just to see that I don't get one, which is okay. All right, well, does anyone have any questions for me? I feel like when people do lives, they ask if people have questions. The first couple weeks of school, when I ask kids, do you have questions? I'm like, please don't have a question for me. I got to warm into teaching. No, I love when the kids ask questions. In fact, I just kind of thought of this now. I was going to say it. I know a few students. I have one blaster box of Score Football that I have not opened yet. I do plan on opening it. And I saw that a couple places had the hobby boxes on sale now. So I think I am going to get one. Odds are I do get some of the bum autographs in there, but that's what buying cards is all about. My favorite World Series memory, I don't know if you heard the one where I was walking down to game 3, the first one at Wrigley, and I saw Theo and Jed and a few other guys were there, and I'm walking down with a burrito in my hand, and one of my pet peeves is people taking up the entire sidewalk. I'm like, okay, I got to go around these guys, got to walk through the grass, no big deal. As I get closer, I'm like, yeah, they're all wearing suits. Who are these guys? And it was Theo. And I started talking with Theo, and then I went to give him a handshake, and he gave me a fist bump instead, had a little bit of sour cream in my hand, stuff like that. Yeah, 505 Collectibles, get into his contest. He's going to be at 300 here pretty soon. But some great memories. One of my favorite ones, though, was the Miguel Montero home run. Wrigley Field just went up for grabs. It was crazy. And also at the end when they clinched against the Dodgers, I FaceTimed my dad. I stayed in the stadium, kind of off in one of the corners. I FaceTimed him so he could see the celebration, and he was hooting and hollering, having a good time. But yeah, a lot of good memories from there. I could talk Cubs all day long. Any other questions anyone has? 505, every time I saw that video, just seen that monster thing in the back made me crave a monster. I kind of gave them up a year ago. I still drink 2 pots of coffee, but I kind of gave up the afternoon monster, and I definitely was jonesing for one at that point. I was there for that game. You know what? That was my first year working for the Cubs, seat vending, and game 6, I was walking where that auto body shop used to be. They'd scalp tickets in there, and a black cat ran out of that auto body through this big crowd of people and down the street. And I was like, I should have like grabbed that cat. At that point, I knew something was up, something was going down, and like sure enough, like that's exactly what happened. I should have captured that cat. And as far as like game 7, I have no memory of what happened after Kerry Wood hit that home run. When he hit that home run, I don't know if the Cubs took the lead at that point or tied it, but like Wrigley Field again was up for grabs. And I was like, we're going to win this thing. We are going to win. And we did not. And after that, it was a lot of suffering years, walking up and down the aisle, selling old style, Bud products at that point, Goose. But yeah, it was a great first year working for the Cubs, but just like you definitely believe in curses at that point. So, anyone else? This is my classroom, Dave. I'm in here setting up. It's kind of a mess over here, but one of the things I definitely like to do is I save all the hobby boxes I have, and I use them for like the supplies that the kids come and use. So I've always got that out there, and I'll kind of give some of them away along the year. They like to collect them. They put them in their locker, different supplies and stuff like that. So the room is coming along. Jax was here with me earlier today helping. He was delivering all the textbooks to the other second grade teachers on the team. I love when Jax helps. Just got buying pizza, stuff like that. He's pretty easy to pay off. And he does a good job. He is a good worker. Alrighty, well, I enjoyed this. I kind of wish I could go live from the classroom during the year a couple times, and maybe some of the days we have meetings where the kids are not going to be in here. I am procrastinating as well. I think that's just part of the deal of like being a male. You like find something else to do, and you're supposed to be doing something else. Kind of like now, actually. But anyways, maybe we have like your meeting institute days. I'll go live on those days, kind of chit chat, see who wants to come in. So, well, this has been awesome. And what I want you to do now, I started saying a while ago when someone else asked a question, any of my former students that are watching, hopefully they still watched over the summer, if you come in on the first day when student comes, not the meet and greet, first day when students come, the code word is Ohtani. I'll have some cards for you. All right, everyone, class is dismissed. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend.